What's going on, folks? It's Mr. Bucket List here. I just want to do this quick video. Now, obviously, this isn't my normal, but we don't usually deal with hurricanes in here in Tampa. So, this is just a video just to kind of help the people that may have evacuated, kind of see what the neighborhood looks like right now. I had quite a few people hit me up on Instagram, TikTok, stuff like that, saying they were thankful that I showed the neighborhood because they can't see it for themselves. So that's what this is for. And then I'll kind of get into some details as far as what I'm not trying to do. So this is, if you're familiar with the area, this is the new Tampa Palms area, and for the most part, the main issue, at least on the streets, now the streets are dry right now, at least, well, not flooded, but the main issue is the debris. As you all probably saw a little bit earlier, some of the power was out, but the debris was the biggest issue, and then this right here. So you do got a couple of signs around here that have like that plastic film material, whatever you want to call it. Those have gotten really messed up. So if you see stuff like that, that's pretty much the extent of the major damage when it comes to like businesses and stuff like that. So that, you got down trees, you got some power that's out and stuff like that. But we actually, I will say we were very fortunate because, I mean, we did have sustained winds of 40, 50 miles per hour and then gust over 100. And it was howling. I mean, not only that, but I mean, during this entire hurricane, I mean, it was raining nonstop. I mean, our area got at least close to, I think, 12 to 15 inches of rain. And for an area that can flood on a normal day, it was pretty devastating for some people. That part I will not show because I just don't want to kind of, again, I'm not trying to monetize or kind of showcase people's like devastation for the people that did get affected really bad. But when it comes to these general areas and general businesses, for the most part, except things were very fortunate. Just a bunch of debris. That's it. Debris, power outages, down trees, leaves, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, at least that I know of. Now, I will say this. I got a lot of people who are like messaging me as well, complaining that, oh, well, this doesn't look as bad, doesn't look that bad. You should be fortunate and stuff. Like I'm saying, I am fortunate, but they kind of reminded me, oh, North Carolina had it so much worse. Why would you upload this? Like, folks, I just want to say right now, I am from North Carolina. 100% of my family is up in North Carolina. I live in Florida alone. I am very familiar with what's going on in North Carolina. I mean, one of my closest friends didn't have power for 12 freaking days. Thankfully, he got the little cheap $750, but he didn't have power for a while, so I understand. Anyway, so again, kind of going back to those signs here, like I said, that was kind of the biggest damages that I saw. Those signs that have like a hollow inside to it, but it has like a plastic film on the outside and like lights up and stuff like that. Those got devastated. I mean, and it makes sense because those winds were ridiculous. But as far as like building structures and stuff like that, from what I've seen, at least when it doesn't come to people's houses, it wasn't that bad. And so for me, when I saw that sign, I was like, well, let me turn around and get a better look at this. So that's what's going on right now. So I made a quick U-turn. I got a better view of the sign so you all can see it. Like I said, as far as just the area, I mean, I guess for us it kind of sucks because, I mean, again, this is just just not an everyday thing. I mean, you don't wake up every day to see a Category 3 hurricane. And honestly, I'll say this. I mean, the hurricane was one thing. I mean, yeah, the winds were scary, but that rain, I mean, it's just, for me personally, I mean, I did get some flood damage inside my home. Not a lot, but enough where it makes a difference. And just seeing that water just pile up and just knowing there was nothing I could do about it, it was pretty crazy. And so I will say this. So as you all can see all this debris and stuff on the ground, one thing I had to do, and I did this with like a couple other gentlemen that live in my neighborhood. We literally tried to save our neighborhood and we succeeded. But those leaves kept clogging the drains. And so maybe I'll go ahead and put a quick clip in there so you can see what I'm talking about. So right here is what caused our place to get flooded. This storm drain, so it's not good to kick up like debris and stuff. You don't know what's under it. But what I do know what's under it is a storm drain. So as you all can see, so as I was showing you all earlier, this is what caused the flooding. So this is one of the storm drains that I was trying to show, but it had so much debris on it, we couldn't see it. But this is essentially what it's supposed to look like. And as you can see, the debris just kind of clogs down and fills that hole, and that's what happened. So I'm pretty sure somebody came out here and cleaned it, and that's the reason why, but you never know. So the next area I want to check out is actually part of this walking trail that goes around this lake. Now I will say this, during normal circumstances, this lake gets pretty high, but it's never actually level to the walking path. So as you can see, I'm on the walking path right now. Because of Milton, I'm not sure if you can already see it, but it's almost level to the walking path. So essentially, it's inaccessible right now. So look at that. at that blue heron, by the way. That's pretty cool. But look at that. So the water level, as you all can see, let me stop this. So as you all can see, the water line has actually reached the trail in some areas. So if I want to walk around, I can't because it's just inaccessible. And I have sneakers on. I don't have like water boots or anything like that. This is insane. So essentially, if we did not go out there and move those leaves when we were doing it during the hurricane, I mean, our entire street would have got flooded because essentially the water had nowhere to go, and we live in a really low-lying area. It's almost like a bowl where water just kind of pools. It's hard to explain, but it was extremely just concerning, and we took care of it. But that was our biggest concern out of everything when it comes to this hurricane. The wind, trees falling down, whatever. Yeah, that could be a big deal if it happens, but the chances of that happening versus the chances of the actual place flooding out, that was the biggest concern. So I don't want to say I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video is informational, primarily for the people that live in this area that may have evacuated. Again, like I said, it could be a lot worse, and thankfully it's not. But again, I really didn't showcase going through the neighborhoods and stuff like that. That is a different story, I can tell you right now, because I know our direct neighborhood really got affected by, like I said, that flooding and all that type of stuff. So again, I hope this is informational for those who either are curious about what's going on, who maybe are thinking about moving to New Tampa, those who live in New Tampa evacuated, or those who just can't leave the house for right now for whatever reason. This is Mr. Bucket List. This is Justin signing out.